I am in Fairfield, Ohio at perhaps the greatest supermarket in the United States of America, Jungle Jim's International Market. This colossal international market on the Old Dixie Highway not only has every type of food imaginable, but it also has some very eccentric theming, including some animatronics, so I'm very excited to explore this legendary establishment. The entrance features an African water hole, complete with fiberglass elephants and other animals. Wow, this place is glorious. There are touches of unique theming all over the place. Now I am not much of a foodie, so honestly I'm not terribly interested in looking at the bizarre foods. I am more interested in the weird animatronics and theming, so let's start exploring this 300,000 square foot store. The aisles have signs depicting Jungle Jim as a wizard. Jungle Jim is a real person. His name is Jim Bonomino, and he originally opened the grocery store here in 1975, however it was pretty generic back then. In the late 80s he decided to spice it up a bit and turned his store into a one-of-a-kind attraction with all sorts of embellishments, like this corn cob animatronic.
Come on in, folks.
Bring your recipes, we have everything you need.
Yeah, we have everything you need. Even great butter.
I lose more family members that way.
That's a creepy Campbell's soup can with a face.
Hello, you foodies. It's me, the Campbell's Soup Can, and the kids.
Up here.
Singing and swinging in the Campbell's Soup aisle, right here at Jungle Jim's.
This city-themed area is the cheese section. They've got about every type of cheese in existence, but they also have the big cheese. Here is the big cheese, a giant chunk of cheese hanging in this fridge that weighs close to a half ton at 762 pounds. That is one big cheese. And there are some cheese sculptures inside. Many shelves are topped by all sorts of random stuff. Jungle Jim's is world famous for having America's best restroom, which yes, is inside a porta potty. This fancy porta potty has a chandelier, though don't use this one. Now the porta potty actually leads to a really nice restroom. That's brilliant. Here are some pinball machines. Looks like a mannequin of Marilyn Monroe is with the wine. That is a jelly bean painting. And here's who I really wanted to see, Elvis. This animatronic singing lion was known as the King. It is an authentic animatronic from a Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time theater. So animatronics like these played at Chuck E. Cheese locations across the nation during the 80s. The lion was based on Elvis Presley, who died the first year these king animatronics came out. So here at Jungle Gyms, this rare survivor king is dressed up in an Elvis jumpsuit and sings a few Elvis tracks on repeats. Unfortunately, I can't let you enjoy them much. I believe this king has some severely limited mobility. He can't move like he used to, but it is still really awesome to see one. I will mention there is a king YouTube channel, which is great. Its creator has restored 4 of these kings to much better shape. There's an Amish buggy. Here are some exotic meats from around the world. They even sell kangaroo meats. I like the monkey hanging from the sign. This is awesome! A Gilligan's Island themed shrimp boat. There are animated versions of the characters in the window. Marianne is up there. Her actress Dawn Wells attended my baptism. And on the back of Gilligan's boat, there is an animatronic cereal cartoon band. That is amazing. The Big K Cereal Bowl band features the Lucky Charms leprechaun, the Honey Nut Cheerio bee, and the Trix rabbit. And they sing doo-wop for some reason. This wall has pictures of people from across the world. And Bart Simpson. Welcome to the seafood section, which has a recreated harbor. There are some interesting sea creatures waiting to be eaten inside these tanks, including eels. People really eat eels? Here are some .50 caliber shells and an anchor from a Navy ship, just right next to a freezer. This thing in the pop section plays music of the King of Pop. There is fittingly a vintage fire truck here in the hot sauce section. I can't imagine what torments they have here. I believe they also have a Pasquale animatronic from a Chuck E. Cheese, but I either missed him or he wasn't out. There's an elephant in the Indian spices section. Alright, let's head into Old England. Here in the Sherwood Forest, there is an animatronic of Robin Hood.
Cousins below, Robin Hood of Sherwood Forest here. Join me as I cross on my walk to go shopping at Jungle Jim's. Must we battle every time I wish to shop? Maybe I'll just drop you. Let us both go to Jungle Jim's, young rascal. Sure would. Very well, you friar. Very well. Enough. I've only one horse to load. Tis well show the force of mine lives in Jungle Jim.
Next to Robin Hood, I believe that is Little John balancing on a tree log. My guess is that is the Maid Marian on the horse. There's a disturbing face and a bunch of treasure under the tree. There is even a movie theater that plays a show about jungle gyms. Here are some penguins welcoming us to the Frozen Zone. There are plenty of antiques on top of the maze of freezers. Wow, this place is absolutely amazing, and I don't think I came close to covering everything. Back behind the store, there is a colossal 80-foot long sea serpent. I read that this is from a Kentucky aquarium. Perhaps it used to be outside the Newport Aquarium. Also, there is a monorail train back here. Jungle Gyms has a freaking monorail. These are actually the cars from the former Kings Island monorail. The monorail at nearby Kings Island opened in 1974, and it was actually used to tour through an animal sanctuary. The ride was originally called the Lion Country Safari. Guests would have to pay an additional fee to ride the monorail on top of park admission, but they would get to see lions, tigers, who knows what else, while riding on a monorail. Sadly, Kings Island closed the monorail safari in 1993. I do wish that was still there because a monorail tour through a zoo is a unique concept, and I personally think Kings Island needs more unique attractions. This is one of the monorail stations here at Jungle Gyms, and it looks like we can head up there and take a closer look at the active monorail car. There are gorillas hiding under the station. Jungle Gyms bought the Kings Island monorail cars for $1 and built a monorail track. So this monorail can and does operate, occasionally. Apparently they rarely utilize the monorails, which leave this station in a back parking lot, and it goes to another station on the side of the store. The plan was to make a full monorail circle loop around the property, however that was never finished. Building and upkeeping a monorail is probably expensive. I would really like to come by here someday when the monorail is operating. That would be awesome. Anyways, that was Jungle Gyms International Market, the greatest supermarket probably ever. This was by leaps and bounds the most fun I've ever had at a grocery store. In fact, it's probably the only time I've had fun at a grocery store, but this place is so much more than that. I would highly recommend checking it out for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, then please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. By the way, this is the other monorail station at the building. Also take a look at my other videos featuring zany roadside attractions like this, museums, historic sites, national parks, and much more here in the United States and internationally. Thanks for watching.